Jay Author, and I'm making this video on behalf of retirementtransformation.com. And today it's a very important topic close to my heart, which is how to avoid divorce in retirement or during retirement or after retirement. You take whatever situation you want to take. And if you want to check out how to save your marriage, keep watching this video. Some standard disclaimer here. You can pause the video and read it. So we're going to keep the video very simple over here. So I'm going to jump on the top tips to save your marriage. Here is the tip number 1, where if you don't plan your retirement, it can be a negative experience. Anything which you don't plan can turn out into any direction. But when you know this, when you're negative, your behavior can be negative too. You may not notice that sometimes, but your spouse is going to notice that. And that might be the source of starting the friction between you and your spouse. And that's the reason why so many retirees are going through the divorce nowadays. Check it out, these stats. You can go Google it, do whatever research you want to do it. You'll find many people are going through divorces after retirement nowadays. So the real answer here lies in very simple concept that if you keep your retirement positive, the chances are you may not have to go through any kind of divorce after your retirement. And so how can you keep it positive? Well, just plan it. Anything you plan, that goes better. That's the mantra in our life. That's the success mantra in our life. So go ahead. If you haven't planned for your retirement, go ahead, plan it. It's very simple. Anybody can do it. You can do it. So don't delay on that. Just jump on that. Here is the tip number 2, which is sometimes the retirement can be very sudden, which means it might be a forced retirement due to any reason. And suddenly you're at home. Your spouse is not really used to seeing you all the day at home if your spouse is not working. That might be the reason why your spouse might start feeling that he or she is losing their privacy. You need to give enough room, space to your spouse after retirement. Respect his or her space and the privacy needs while you're at home. This is the tip number 3, which is very important. Looks very simple, but it's very powerful. That whenever you start doing the retirement planning, please engage your spouse in that process. It's all because of ownership. It's all because that I was part of something makes a big difference in our behavior. It's a simple psychology which makes a difference. If you haven't tried it, try it. This is another tip here, that in order to control your behavior, you need to do it consciously. If you want to make your retirement a positive experience, you need to do it consciously. You need to remind yourself. Maybe have some kind of a poster in your room or some kind of a card in your pocket, which you take it out often, and that reminds you to make it very conscious exercise for yourself. Here's another tip, that now after retirement you might be more at home. That means you have an additional role here to play. You need to take care of all those household chores which your spouse was taking care earlier. Now by sharing that load, you're going to help your spouse much more. And this, in the process, you're going to be much more together, which means your relationship can nothing but improve as long as you make sure you help your spouse. Now, some people do change their daily routine, and you don't have to be so drastic that some people take it to the extent that they want to avoid each other. And that's not the solution here. You need to make your routine in a way that you are more and more together and helping each other, and giving opportunity to love each other, respect each other, play time where you're together, so you socializing together, you're doing your household chores together. We already talked about it. You have some common hobbies where you could be together. You're traveling together. You're going out with your friends together. All of that helps you a lot, making sure your bond with your spouse becomes more and more stronger. As long as your bond is stronger, the chances of separations are very, very minimal. So I hope you found these tips very user friendly and anybody can use it. And if you really are going through any kind of tough time, make sure you use these tips, because I want nothing but you guys being together. And if you can be together, you can save your marriage. There can't be nothing better than that. So with that, I wish you all the best, and make sure that you follow these kind of tips, these kind of videos with others. You can go ahead and check it out at retirementtransformation.com/blog. Check more and more these kind of good articles, videos, lots of retirement tips, tons of information over there, and it's all free. Go ahead. So what are you waiting for? Why don't you take action now? With that, I want to say thank you very much, friends. Thanks for watching this video. Bye bye.